Time now for The Lot, and filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan is back with another twisted thriller. I feel like he just came out with something.
He has come out with several in the last few years.
But Suzanne, this one is really hardcore.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, to say that about him too is
I know.
Right, I'm like scared.
And some say it's a return to his roots because it's very steeped in empathy. It's really intense, very like The Sixth Sense, where you're like, I need to see this all over again. It's really good.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I was crying halfway through this movie, you guys. You're so invested and you love these characters. It's high stakes, nothing short and nothing less than the end of the world at stake.
Can you open the door, please?
They're breaking in. I got you, baby.
Knock at the Cabin is about a different kind of home invasion.
Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the three of you to prevent the apocalypse.
Dave Bautista leads the group, asking the family to make an awful decision.
It's about sacrifice. It's about loving your neighbor. This is about, taking having a different look, having an open mind of what love looks like, what family looks like.
We're not choosing anyone. We're not sacrificing anyone. Not now, not ever.
Even if it means the death of everyone else in the world.
Yes. Even if I believe the world was at stake, which I don't, that's what it means.
Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge were drawn in by the script and the chance to work with writer-director M. Night Shyamalan.
I was like, how is he gonna make this film? These stakes are so high, these scenes are so intense, it's so relentless. The characters are so specifically drawn, and they're kind of opposites in a way, but still very much love each other. So there was great specificity in what we got to play.
Time's running out on the world. I'm scared.
This whole movie really entwines two of my kind of biggest fears, that of kind of home invasion and the impending doom of the apocalypse.
I love films that you can walk away from and have a conversation about. And I think there's so many different conversations to be had about this film because there's so much going on. There's so many layers of emotion.
Will you make a choice?
The horror film is based on a book. It's Paul Tremblay's award-winning novel, The Cabin at the End of the World. That book, by the way, has an even darker ending than the movie. And Dave Bautista, who Jamie talked to when she was on The Talk, is so good in Guardians of the Galaxy. This is so different, though. It shows the depth of his acting abilities.
And that's what he said. He said that, in this case, when you work with someone, like, sorry, I blanked on his name. That he makes you dive in so deeply to the character, and that's why so many actors like working with him because he really pushes you.
Yeah.
And I was like, so did you feel pushed? And he's like, you get everything out of me in this movie.
And by the way, his nickname is Night. I learned from the actors when I interviewed them. So they're like, Night really pushed us. And when I talked to him, and he said he had to take breaks from filming it because it's so mentally intense.
Exhausting.
But I still thought it was so beautiful. Like I said, I cried halfway through, and I'm not a big crier.
Okay, it's on my list then.
You have to watch it. That's what I'm saying. My bar is very high to make me cry.
All right.
And this, very moving.
Okay, thank you, Suzanne.
Thanks, guys.
Can't wait for the tissues.